This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. So, as we wait on this first ODI between West Indies and England, I just want to share some information here coming from Jason Holder, our former captain. Now, he recently did an interview and he was speaking all things West Indies cricket. You know, he spoke about England and India visiting us and how it is helping to keep West Indies cricket afloat. He also spoke about some of our players, Joel Andrew, spoke about Evan Lewis coming back, and he also spoke about himself, saying that he has not retired from ODIs and he's looking forward to being a part of the ODI squad going into the next World Cup. Quite a few things, Jason Holder spoke about that I want to share. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you think in the comment section. So this I am taking from the ESPN website, and this article here was written by Andrew Miller. So all credit goes to ESPN and Andrew Miller. I am just sharing. All right, so let's get into it. Now, Jason Holder, my viewers and subscribers, he was talking about the fact that, they really appreciate England visiting the West Indies 3 times in 3 years. He was saying that this is England repaying the debt or repaying the favor that we did in 2020. Don't know how many of you guys will remember during the pandemic, West Indies left on the Caribbean and went to tour England, and that really helped them out a lot. Now, Jason Holder at the time made it clear that this is a favor that England would have to repay. And, it would appear as if that is what's happening right now. Even the former ECB chief executive, a man called Tom Harrison, but then he said that West Indies touring in 2020 really helped them to keep the lights on. Even though some of these games were played behind closed doors, they still had sponsors and stuff. So, it kept everything going. Now, Jason Holder was speaking and he was saying that right now, when these teams tour, it really helps the smaller countries. And he was saying that the fact that they were able to tour in 2020 when nobody wanted to do so, then, they feel as if England, they are sort of obligated to return a favor like that. So I'm going to go through and read some of the quotes from Jason Holder. So this is Holder right here saying, we really heavily rely on a series, against England, and India. He's saying that the revenues tend to come from those two teams. He's saying that it's our biggest series within any calendar year, and it's one that really brings the fans down to the Caribbean and creates a really fun atmosphere. So he's saying that when we have England and India visiting, that is where they're able to get a lot of money in the purse. Whether we're talking about from tickets, sales, or we're talking about people contributing to the local economy via booking hotels, booking rides and stuff like that. So this is Holder again. So it's great to have them and see the fans packing the stadiums as well, right? End quote for now. Let's go down into it some more. Jason Holder will not be a part of this ODI series. Let me just remind you guys that he's not a part of it. He's actually going to be doing some studio work. He's going to be doing some, don't know if it's commentary. I think he's going to be doing some commentating. We'll get to that further down. So this is Holder again, and I quote, I am looking forward to the contest, right? Both teams are in a transitionary phase So it's going to be keenly contested. England have obviously got a point to prove, and they will be trying a few different combinations to see what works. And likewise, with West Indies, we have got a lot of youngsters within our cohort, and it is important for them to just gain experience, gain confidence, and gain knowledge. I think these series will go a long way to developing our base and a rapid rate in code for now. So England transitioning and bringing in some youngsters, and it goes without saying we are always turning the corner. We're always a young team, so that's just Jason Holder reminding us that we're also a young team. Now he spoke about Joel Andrew, saying that he's really impressed and he believes that the sky is the limit for the youngster. Saying that he had a very good under-19 World Cup and he saw him in the CPL. So let me just give you the quote. So this is Jason Holder speaking about Joel Andrew now, and I quote, "The first time I saw him was when I played against him quite recently in the CPL. He definitely stood up. He looks a very easygoing player. He's got time, and any top order batter who shows signs of having time is promising." Right? He went on to say it's important for him to learn and work hard, but the sky's the limit for him. He's scored runs at the levels below, and he's coming in with some confidence. We all remember when we first came into international cricket, when we had the freedom to express yourself. And the more he expresses himself and gains knowledge and confidence, that will put us in good stead in the years to come. End quote for now. So some good words there from Jason Holder about the youngster. He went on to say, and I quote, "We have never been short of talent, right? It's just a matter of harnessing the talent and making sure that we make full use of it. There's no doubt that he's one for the future, and I hope that West Indies put things in place to keep him in and around the system and make sure he develops a steady rate so that we can utilize him in years to come." End quote for now. So former captain Jason Holder, seeing that you're on the media here, just give us a few ways how CWI can do that now, or being an active player, don't want to say anything to hurt their feeling. Tell him that the youngster need to play a lot of red ball cricket to develop his game, before we send him off to go and play a bag of hurry come up cricket. Anyways, Holder was also saying, and I quote, he was speaking about his own form and whether or not he is looking to come back pretty soon. He is actually going to be a pundit. That's what I wanted to say earlier. He's going to be a pundit for TNT in the UK throughout the 8-match tour, right? So Jason Holder, they are working as a pundit for TNT in UK throughout that 8-match tour. It's always a pleasure listening to Jason Holder, whether it's in interviews, press conferences, or whatever. He speaks very well, and he's somebody that he's always always very interesting when he's speaking. So I am happy to hear that he will be contributing some way. So this is him speaking on his own situation, and I quote, "I haven't retired. That is still a long way off." Right? That is still a long way off. He's saying that we've still got a few more series to play before the ODI World Cup. So I'm just working myself back to full fitness to get back on the field and be able to play at full capacity. All right, Jason, I hear you. End quote. So probably he's backtracking. He didn't say that, so I'm just thinking maybe he's going to backtrack a little bit on what he said a few months ago, that he wanted to focus on T20 and Test cricket. So probably he's going to make himself available for a couple of ODI series leading up to the World Cup, to the ODI World Cup. We know that Evan Lewis and Shimron Hetmyer, they are both back, and Jason Holder also spoke about them. So this is him again. "When you look at our overall performance, we probably feel a little bit disappointed that we fell short. Talking about the recently concluded series. But the beauty of this squad is it's not too old. We have still got quite a youngish side that can stay together for the next 2 years. To fight for another trophy in 2026. So I don't think it's all a loss. We need to understand our strengths and weaknesses and just keep improving. He was also saying that it's good to have somebody like Evan Lewis back. He's confident and he's a player that is always going to go out there and go on the front foot, So yeah. So let me just finish with this, and I quote: "The English has been frequenting the Caribbean as much, they possibly can. They have got a young side, but the majority of their senior players have been in the Caribbean multiple times, and they'll be able to guide the younger players within this squad as to how to go to get around the conditions in the Caribbean." End quote for now. So that was a lot of reading and rambling through. But Jason Holder there, my viewers and subscribers, talking, letting England know that, the Caribbean appreciate them coming on a regular basis, because that is how it brings, it helps to bring revenues in and stuff like that, and it helps to keep them afloat. So just in case you were wondering what's happening with Jason Holder, he's not a part of this series, and he will be working with UK, TNT, as a pundit. So, we look forward to seeing what Jason Holder will be saying online. So, big up on yourself, my viewers and subscribers. By the time you are hearing this, the game is probably going to be starting very soon. This video is being released shortly before the game starts. Big up on yourself and stay safe, my people.